Well, occasionally in my lifetime, I have run across musicians and tunes that changed my idea of guitar. And the first guy I ever really heard that, well, that wasn't the first guy, it was actually probably the second guy I heard, but I heard him because of the first fella. I started out listening to Chet Atkins, and not long after that, I got a record of Chet Atkins playing with this other fellow named Jerry Reed, and he completely altered my life path as a guitar player. And those things don't happen very often, you know. You run into them, you run into Doc Watson, you run into Tony Rice and Django Reinhardt, and all these great guitar players, and they seem to come very, very seldom. And I was at a trade show in Anaheim, and in January of 2019 or 2020, and I met this young guy, and he seemed to be a tremendous guitar player. I'd never really heard of him. Turns out he was from Wales, and he introduced himself. His name was Gareth Pearson, and we struck up quite a friendship, him and I. And when I got home, I started looking at some of his music online, and I noticed this tune he had written called Adrenaline Rush. And I says to him, I called him on the phone, I said, "You realize, you know, guitar players could spend their entire lives trying to write a tune like that and never do it." And I said, if Jerry Reed had lived any longer, he would have written this tune. And that was the biggest compliment. Gareth was just thrilled with that. And so I said, he's much younger than me, he's 20 years younger than me, and I said, I'm going to learn this, not knowing what kind of trouble I was setting myself up for. And because it is quite impossible to play. But I'm going to try it anyway, because what the hell, it's Celtic Colors Guitar Summit. So this is a tune that I'll probably never play well, called Adrenaline Rush.
JP Cormier, that's just fantastic.
That's got to be one of the best tunes I've ever heard. Gareth Pearson from Wales. Lives in Moncton, New Brunswick now. Unbelievably. He's a Canuck. We're keeping him. Don't let him go.
Okay.